All right, everyone, welcome back to the Theta Communications YouTube channel. Today we're going to be updating everyone on some new progressions within the Theta community, as well as talking about Lavita and the place it has within the AI medical space. All right, let's dive in and make sure to thank our Theta stakers as well as our Tfuel stakers over on ThetaCommunications.com. You all make this content possible, as well as make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below to boost Theta-related content in the YouTube algorithm. All right, let's head on over to Twitter. Let's go over to the Theta page. Big shout out to the Theta team for the collaboration moving into MLS sports and partnering up with San Jose Earthquakes MLS team for AI and their chatbot. This is an exciting progression from NHL moving into MLS and broadening the Theta sphere across the sports world. So big shout out to Jerry and the collaborations they've been doing on that end of the business. It's great to see Theta at the forefront, as well as shout out to Theta Leviathan here. Very exciting that he was presented with this opportunity. Very, very exciting. So let's dive in here. I want to go through Lavita here, and we are going to discuss some of what they're doing, and as well as the place it has within an ever-changing world of medical data. So many of you know, if you don't, 23andMe, they are filing for bankruptcy, and there will be a buyer. And the question is, if you have provided your medical data, your history, and DNA to 23andMe, will that data be sold to the new buyer, and what will it be used for, right? Because that's the main challenge of these kinds of companies. This was a interesting organization because you are capped at your maximum upper threshold of people, depositing DNA, right? You then have to figure out how to create recurring revenue. And unfortunately for 23andMe, the only other way to do that is to sell or harvest the data or provide it in some form to another business or through another avenue. So where does Lavita fit in with all this? This is where the buyer and seller of medical data could possibly meet, Lavita becoming the Airbnb of this kind of data, and then a user can decide which components and what they can be utilized for. So you could have, for example, a subset of data. You would like to provide some of your medical data to help, and you may get rewarded in kind for doing so. This could create a much better sampling process moving forward, as well as pooling a larger section of data so that the accuracy of what they are pushing forward with can come to fruition quicker, and we can solve problems and challenges at an accelerated rate. If we go over here to Lavita Assist, they've added their own chatbot in here. You can ask a question, looks like medical questions, and now this seems to be major progression in contrast with some of the other protocols or platforms, because you have to provide or validate certain elements of medical data, right? So obviously there is a terms and conditions down here, so I'm sure there's some lengthy stuff explaining how if you self-diagnose or any of those things, obviously please talk to your medical practitioner before making any drastic decisions. But this is really cool. This allows you to compare, create new chats, and compare against different models, as well as your own data. I think these secure genomic comparison, clinical trial matching, as well as ancestry profiling. So I think that with the 23andMe sale, I think the ethical option is the buyer is in tandem with something like Lavita, where they are able to utilize it in a way where users' data isn't compromised and potentially could be rewarded for doing so. So this is really exciting. I look forward to seeing more from Lavita. I think their collaboration with Epic is major and super underrated, considering Epic is the uh, main collaborator with a lot of medical institutions all across the United States. So looking forward to that. As well as on a closing note here, we'd like to reference our Edge Cloud Autorouter video. We have mentioned many times before that compute must become an Autorouter, and Theta is providing that. It can't just be the Airbnb buy and sell manually. It has to pick up where a down system left off, right, and continually be able to keep pushing whatever system or program is pushing forward. So with that, we referenced Tokamak and what they've been doing with Autorouter for DeFi. They have made a significant progression, and they have pushed forward the Auto USD pool. So we are very excited for this coming up. They're a cool team. We really, really appreciate everything that they've done for the DeFi space. So great to see them moving forward and building new liquidity engines for that, as well as make sure to check this out. All right, that is it for this evening. I will see you on the next one, and as always, I will see you on Tfuel Island. Take care. Bye-bye.